Hey there, this is John Henny. I am a voice teacher and the author of Teaching Contemporary Singing. And today I want to look at Demi Lovato's performance of the national anthem at the 2020 Super Bowl. A Super Bowl most notable Hey there, this is John Henny. I am a voice teacher and the author of Teaching Contemporary Singing. And today I want to look at Demi Lovato's performance of the national anthem at the 2020 Super Bowl. A Super Bowl most notable for the fact that the New England Patriots were not playing. So sorry, New England fans, but the rest of the country knows what I'm talking about. All right, even before we start, very high pressure situation. Live vocals. I don't know how great you were able to hear yourself out there. I would imagine she has in-ear monitors, but just a lot of pressure, a lot of people watching. So, a lot of singers. Well, singers have crumbled and failed at the national anthem. So, but Demi, I know, does very, very well. Beautiful. Yeah, and those low notes on this song, they're notoriously troublesome. A lot of times, female singers in the keys that you have to set it to get the high notes. You end up and it wants to just fall apart. You can add a little brightness to that. If you have to sing the national anthem and you're struggling on that, add a little in the voice. Oh, I say. And you'll get a little more energy in the upper frequencies of the voice. And it'll make it a little brighter, and that will actually cut better. What so proudly we hailed really good. Nice C5. Whose broad stripes and bright stars Okay, right there on that C5, the octave above middle C, taking that word ramparts, that A vowel so wide is a risk for a lot of singers. Demi makes it really nicely, but what that will do is that will tend to kick in the shout mechanism. It will tend to kick in vocal tension. Some people will call it pulling chest or register violation. And what a lot of singers will do is they'll modify that ram part a little bit to rem part. And an A vowel is what's called a corner vowel. And the corner vowels are oo, e, and a. And the resonances of those vowels are quite extreme, and they make them tricky to sing. Now, again, Demi does it well, but if a singer is having trouble with that, rather than ram, you can just move the tongue a little forward. Ram, and you'll get some relief from that wanting to pull. That very open vowel, again, can be done, but it's risky unless you know what you're doing. We're so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rock. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, that word air. There, she very, very nicely modified that vowel from air to air. Air, that little bit, and you hear her vibrato comes in. See, when the vowel is very, very wide, it'll cause a little bit of tension. Now, she's controlling the tension, but even that little bit of tension will create a straight tone. And when you back off the tension just a fraction, then you start to get your vibrato. And she gets a wonderful vibrato here. Yeah, it's more air rather than air. One more time. This is a really nicely done vowel. Ooh, yeah. even the word proof, that ooh will often tend to want to flip and go breathy. Listen to the depth she has in the ooh. Proof. Oh, take it back. Proof. C. Nice vowel. Nice. Now, before this even comes, this eval is really, really hard. She's got to do this on an E flat 5. So this is where the voice is really going to want to flip to head voice, and E specifically wants to flip. Putting the climax of this song on an eval makes it particularly hard. But Demi is an absolute belter. So let's see her approach this eval.
Or the land of the free.
Yeah, and then she flips to the high A flat into her head voice. So you notice she has to keep this E a little on the bright side. It's not a pure spoken E. Let's hear this vowel again. It's got a little bit of fray. She's even twanging it slightly. Some people call it pharyngeal, but it's just getting a little bit of that in the sound. Otherwise, free very quickly wants to go to a more legit and heady sound, and then she flips to the head voice for the high note. Ooh, that was interesting. So home, she started that vowel more open and then went home. Let me see. Home. Kind of cool stylistic thing. Now, the word the, she keeps the, and she keeps it really wide and open, and you notice there's no vibrato. However, she's a skilled belter, so that wide open vowel, again, it does not cause that shout mechanism to kick in and cause her trouble. Oh, nice. I want to hear that A vowel again. Yeah. So the vowel starts a little more open on bray when she first starts, and she keeps it nice and bright. And then when she comes back at the end, it's just rounded a little more. It's a little warmer. See if you can catch that. It's really subtle, but I really like this. Starts more bray. And then bray. A little more depth. Yeah, that's just a nice contrast. Really good singers will take a vowel and they'll shade the vowel, not just for registration, not just so they can get away from that shout mechanism and get in towards a mix, but also just for little plays of color. And I really like what she did there. It's just great job in a high pressure situation. Hey, if you want to know more about me, please visit my website, johnhenny.com, and be sure to subscribe to my podcast, The Intelligent Vocalist. You can find the link below. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll talk soon. Bye-bye.